Morning, Squishy!
Morning, YouTube. First order of business, we gotta put that in that with that. Let's get to it. So now we're going to go back and finish the field we were in last night. I need to make sure that's the field we still have selected. Yes. No. Wait, no. Yes. That's the field we're in. There's raindrops on my windshield. There's a 0% chance of rain today. I'm really starting to get a little angry at that weatherman. Done with this one. So we got rained out of this field the other day. I just had like an acre and a half, so I wanted to grab it real fast before I forgot it. Otherwise, there was just going to be a strip right here with no fertilizer, and I don't know, maybe I should have left it. It would have been a good check strip for the beans, but this is also where Seed Consultants always puts their test plots, so probably wouldn't have been the greatest for their test purposes. If you've never heard or checked out Seed Consultants is a regional seed company that we've been using since they started. The two guys that started Seed Consultants, Dad had known for a long time from a previous business arrangement, and yeah, we've had very good luck with their seed. They always have a research plot here, and it's something we've been doing for a long time with them. I believe their catch slogan is simply the greatest value in the seed industry. A little corny, but we've had good luck with it. Yep, definitely starting to get angry at the weather, man. We are almost done spreading, but I just realized something. I forgot my sunglasses at the house, so since I'm right beside my house, I'll stop and grab those. You gotta look cool while you're, floating. Alright, so we are done. Done all the fields that we're going to do on our checklist. Now again, we are spreading ground. It's going to soybeans. BJ is strip tilling the dry fertilizer on all the corn ground. But I am going to run over here and spread what little bit we got left. I'm going to spread that on my future yard. So I just got off the phone with Dr. Watson. Walked me through making sure we get all of our data off of this. Glad I gave him a call. I knew how to transfer it, but with this being a demo unit, it also had everybody else's info on there. And after a phone call with Evan, we were at least able to make it to where it just basically didn't transfer all that data into a big list of fields that I didn't even recognize. It's important for us to keep our as-applied data so that we know where our fertilizer went, how much of it went there, and and that's how we keep track of things for record keeping, bookkeeping, all sorts of good stuff. So now that we are done with that, Oxbow will probably be coming after it sometime this afternoon. That's why I wanted to get that data out of the monitor. But now that we've got that done, we can get on to other tasks, such as most likely going after a load of fertilizer. Alright, so before that unit leaves, we're gonna give it a blow job, as George would say. I wish that could be the title of the video, but the Google overlords wouldn't like it. Blow this thing off. The more fertilizer we can keep off of this equipment, the better. We should probably just get one of these leaf blowers and leave over here. Even if we're blowing the dust off of it, that will help keep it from corroding longer. And this thing will probably get a fluid film or WD-40 bath or something at some point this year. Floater's clean. I didn't eat any breakfast, and it's almost 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna go find some lunch. And then I guess Dad and I are gonna do some work on the corn planter and keep the stripper well fed. All right, just ate some chow. Also stopped at the post office on the way home, and wow, it's mail day. Yep, we got some mail. It's almost like Christmas. Now, I know what this one is. This is Mrs. Brown's cookies. By far her favorite snack of all time, Grandma's chocolate chip cookies. She will be happy, happy, happy. So this first one I just opened up was from a former John Deere employee. Said he worked at the cotton picker plant. He sent me this same engine as our 9410. This belt gauge, like basically tell if your belt needs replaced. He said also if you're interested in a cotton picker, You can get one for a mere $1 million, and they'll even throw in a free hat. He sold me with that hat. Got something called Big Yield. Put this on here, we'll get the big yields apparently. Might give that a try. Price was right. Now this is cool. This is really cool. A subscriber just sent me this print. This is from our last night planning with the Fendt Ideal last year. I basically pulled an all-nighter and then it flooded like the next day or two later. That is really cool. Thank you very much, Henry. That's pretty cool. All right, we better get back to work. Pretty sure I'm supposed to take BJ some fertilizer. He's so needy. All right, so now we gotta get this and this with this. Clear as mud. But first, we gotta dump this. Dump truck's still full of potash, and I'm running low on potash. Definitely gonna be making a run after some fertilizer tomorrow. I would go today, but I've got a baseball game to go to in about 2 hours. All right, just got a call from BJ. He's actually done at the field I was going to take him his fertilizer. He is going to meet me at a different farm, but I got to escort him in the Roxor. It's a pretty narrow road. That tractor's pretty large and in charging. Escort. Didn't know this was an escort service for a stripper, did you? Corny stripper jokes. So many corny stripper jokes.
Okay, we ain't got much done here today. This Monday. It's about 5 o'clock. Warmed up today, about 65 degrees now, so that feels good. Been spraying. Only got one done. Getting ready to load up, spray another tank. Help BJ get loaded up. He strip tilled. Rained a little bit this morning. And Evan Watson come from Season Ag to work on the planter. We had a Y cable to hook into the ag leader to the Yetter row cleaners. Put that on and come find out we short a cable on the Yetter side back over to the air tank. Then I got to run another wire, go from the battery some way, the hot wire, and run through the tongue here, another wire. We got lucky and run this one through the other day. Comes out back here. Comes out right here, then goes around, tie it up so it don't pinch, and goes back here to the compressor. And it powers the compressor, so gotta get that done. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray tank, then we'll see maybe I can get that a little later this evening. We'll see. I'm gonna get this tank on first before it gets too late. It takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I gotta go up the road about 4 miles, so it's taking a little longer, probably a couple hours. So try to get that done. Go and fill up. Gotta start this up to fill the tank up. Gotta make sure the valve's on, open when you start it. Spin the motor. Takes a while to everything will come on there. Just about there. Okay, I gotta hit this and hit that. And we gotta make sure that's green, it's ready to spray. So that means valve's open, it's ready to spray. So we'll get out there and fill her up. Okay, we're back to spraying, made it up to the other farm here. Got about 130 acres up here to spray. I don't know if it'll get it all one shot or not. Finished up down here in the bottoms. This farm's empty. So we're going to head back down to the other farm, get this up, work on the planter some.
Well, after a hard-fought battle in the T-ball game, we won. Because we had 10 players and they had 9, and everyone scores in T-ball. See my tire track from the Roxor right there. So that'll be pretty sweet, especially when we come back to plant. BJ's on his last round. Then I'm going to give him a ride back to his pickup truck, which is over at the other farm. He's gonna leave the strip till bar here tonight. He's got another, oh shoot, I guess he's got like 120 acres right here he can do tomorrow. But he's gonna need some fertilizer because we are just about out. Nice, pretty strips. So I don't think I've told you guys this yet, but in this field, this is right beside our home shop. This is at our home farm. In this field, we're putting on a very high rate of fertilizer. We're putting on like 300 pounds of medicine, 300 pounds of potash on here. I can't remember how many units of nitrogen we're putting on. like 315 or something. We're trying to get the highest yield we can possibly get out of this field, almost like a corn grower's field or something, but we're not in any kind of contest. We're just trying to learn some stuff here, trying to play with some stuff and see what we can figure out. We've always chalked this kind of dirt up to just not being the greatest dirt. I don't think that's the way we should be looking at it. I think we're going to try to, we're saying we're trying to get 300 bushel out of this field. That's what we're fertilizing it for. I don't think we're going to get 300 bushel, but normally this is a 180 to 200 bushel field, and if we can get that number up 40 or 50 bushel, I think we can learn some stuff. So that's what we're doing here. This is a 30-acre field. It's fairly square and fairly uniform, so I'm pretty excited to see what we can do with this year. And it all starts here. So this is the 19th of April. Our goal was to plant this one by the 1st of May. That should give us plenty of time. Soil temp should be nice and warm. These strips will mellow out pretty good by then. We'll have a rain in there, I'm sure, and it should be ideal. Yeah, that all starts with the strip till rig though. Dad just sprayed burn down on this a few days ago. This is not ryegrass out here. There's actually a little bit of wheat on the ground out here. I think Dad was cleaning out a little bit of wheat he had in the floater, but that's all been sprayed. Beautiful strips. Rate's a little high right there. I'd say this is where they filled up. So in this yield trial that we're doing, or whatever you want to call this yield day we're trying to gather, the ends we are discounting out of the picture. So there's 30 acres total. There's probably 20 in the center. We're not really counting the ends in here. They've been fertilized different. They'll be planted different. I believe our population in the center of the field is going to be like 38,000. And our population on the ends is going to be like 30 to 32,000. You're not going to grow anything around that tree line. There's going to be a lot of deer damage out there, but in the ends we should be pretty good.